Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, folks. It's the one and only V The Guerrilla coming to you live on this edition of CUSS with Gus, and we have with us the man of the hour who needs no introduction. We are, of course, talking about the silver-tongued Grecian himself, the most prolific social commentator of our generation. And if you want to find him, you can find him over at perpetualassets.com. If you are tired of living in the golden age and you're sick of all the quote-unquote winning and you're really worried about where your finances are going to go in your retirement accounts, get a hold of Gus Demos over at perpetualassets.com, where you grab your financial life by the balls. And with that being said, Gustavo, good morning, man. How you like the golden age, bro? It's
dude, amazing. Like you said, dude, sick of winning.
So much winning, man. But you got to understand, Gus, this is all part of the broader strategy. You know, Trump is he is controlling Venezuela right now as we speak. And this is about controlling the Venezuelan oil, man. That's what it's all about. Even though there's no fucking way we could control this oil, refine this oil, or take this oil, at least takes a decade or so for it to even come to market. And all we did is kidnap a president without changing the government. But trust the magicians over in D.C. It's all part of the plan.
And I didn't even know how much China had dumped into their infrastructure the last 20 years, but it's significant. So they're basically.
I tell you what, we dumped out of our infrastructure: 36.14 trillion to be exact.
So you have China investing in this country for a long time, and within 1 week now, we're basically telling the Chinese we're just gonna seize or put a puppet regime in to control all your infrastructure. You're also this morning. You're also have the U.S. military boarding Russian flagged oil tankers. Are they trying to drag us into hell in World War III with them? Like as the empire burns, and I see so many, Republican or mega sycophants on social media acting like this is awesome, like it's like any of this shit is alpha or something. Like it's going to make your electric bill fucking go down, or your food bill go down, or it's going to increase your fucking net worth, or like this doesn't benefit you. You fucking so those who are like paid influencers, I understand, like they're just fucking actor dipshits. But for those who still think any of this is promising, like I ask you, how does this benefit you exactly? How does an oligarch class, a burning empire oligarch class going around the world stealing everyone's shit, how does it benefit you exactly? The same way Iraq benefited you in Afghanistan. They're not to mention as you know, they're already trying to launch the color revolution in Iran too. So the empire. In 1 week, we are witnessing the empire plunge us into war. Like they're just fucking firing at every BRICS country at this point. The only one that appears to be playing ball because the president sucks Netanyahu's dick on Twitter every day is India. Like India's kind of been left alone, but everyone else, it's a barrage.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, the West, the empire strikes back, as they say. And for the sycophants out there, this doesn't benefit you, dumb fucks. Like this is Globo Jew. Like this doesn't benefit you at all. You're not unless you're fucking a Jew oligarch. None of this is for your benefit. Trust me. Like this isn't going to help make your life any better. So I know a lot of us grew up on the '80s propaganda of masculine U.S. strength and all this bullshit. But at the end of the day, they're just going around stealing shit and poking every single fucking dude. It's almost remarkable. I mean, how you're gonna fucking go after China, Russia, and Iran at the same time and just start poking. Dude, it's piracy. It's stealing. Like, oh, we're gonna steal this. We're gonna take that. It's like what? Like, is this the world we're going to live in now, where you just run around stealing everyone's shit? And like, how does that help the U.S. citizens? It doesn't at all. They can't make our life any better here. So they'd rather, dude. It's so I'm constantly making Roman parallels because it's so fucking perfect. But as everything burns, they just open up the Colosseum again and be like, "Oh, look at the U.S. military! It's incredible! Watch us steal this shit!" Like what?
Yeah. They paid off from the latest reports on the ground. When you get away from the stupid U.S. propaganda and the morons who have a very, very extremely shallow understanding of real logistics, warfare, and operational control, you get away from those fucking idiots. You start realizing we didn't control anything. The logistics on the ground is terrible. Venezuela could, this whole 300 billion of proven reserves. There's a lot of talk right now, Gus, that that's just a bunch of bullshit numbers. That's might not even be true. That's number one. The other thing also, back in 2023, China was already moving a great deal of their energy dependence out of Venezuela. That's number one. Same thing with the Russians as well. And the other thing is, it's very, you and I both talked about this, Gus, the difficulty in trying to either trying to get the fucking oil out of the ground in Venezuela. The type of oil that is hard, sour, crude, extremely difficult to refine. It's 20 to 30% more expensive to refine the damn thing, right? And there's only a handful of refiners in the Gulf Coast that could actually process it. So it's bullshit, right? This was all about, what is it all about? Well, here's the thing: since the Chavez revolution and with Maduro, in spite of the embargoes, in spite of the sanctions, Venezuela was on its track, especially now with the Chinese and Russian investments and all their investments in the multipolar world. They were on track to being probably the wealthiest country in the Southern Hemisphere. And the U.S. cannot allow that, because you all remember what happened to Argentina. Back in the 50s, guys, what was that old saying? You're as wealthy as a Argentinian. Exactly. And they could not let Argentina prosper. That's why they got Milikowski's cousin running that place right now, and all the gold suddenly vanished. And with Venezuela, it's the same thing. A lot of people got this wrong. They're like, "Oh, it's about controlling China's energy." You're not going to control China's energy. They're not even breaking a sweat. They're laughing at this, right? This is about preventing the rise of the multipolar world and having inroads and influence here, because God forbid Americans start looking at other countries in our own neighborhood that's starting to prosper, and that prosperity begins to start spreading throughout Central and South America. Oh my God, we don't want the American guy who's paying $15 for a half a dozen eggs to start looking across the border, Gus. We don't need that now.
The level of people who rule over us. Firstly, let's assume we're taking their oil propaganda. Let's say it was easy oil to steal. They're basically openly telling you, we're just going to steal their oil. Even if it was easy to refine and blah blah blah, they're literally, it's just piracy. We're stealing your shit. So that's the first thing. The second thing, the only thing that's acceptable to them is a puppet regime or fucking turn the place into fucking rubble. So even their darling of the last four pro, when I see fucking BlackRock with the fucking Kushner and whatever the fuck his name is in Ukraine, so you basically
with Witkoff.
You basically have 8 Jews sitting around Ukraine saying, "Oh, here's how we're going to rebuild."
And guess who's managing the fund? Christian Freeland.
Dude, it's so. Even if they destroy your civilization, they're gonna make you a debt slave trying to rebuild it. It's all so fucking hilarious. It's not even hilarious. It's vile. These are vile. We're ruled by vile people. It's so fucking insulting. How many millions of people have fucking died in that shit the last 4 years? And now their solution, even before the ink is dry, is our bankers are going to come in and fix it all. But okay, fuck off. So you can't. There is no benefit to us at all. This is all fucking squeeze. They're going to squeeze this fucking thing as hard as they're going to fucking take the lemon, and even after the lemon's done with juice, they're going to start fucking grating the fucking the peel of the lemon to try to get juice out of that too. They're going to steal everything they fucking can before it's game over. 100%. Honestly, it's vile and it's embarrassing, and it benefits the citizens zero, other than a false sense of pride and strength, and this is incredible. Like we're so powerful. Like powerful, they're taking your tax dollars to go steal shit around the world. Like there's nothing proudful about it.
There's news right now, Gus, that's breaking that the Russians have announced that they'll start seizing U.S. flagged ships and their oil. Rightfully so. These guys the U.S. needs to get cracked in the jaw. That's when the stuff stops. That's when reality. Americans are under this delusion that we can do whatever the fuck we want, and then there's no repercussions. This country never tasted continental warfare. This country never tasted what that's like, man. These asshole vets that go into like these third world countries and knock off from mud huts and kill goat herders. They don't know what they're like. Oh, I've been in war. No, you've been in combat, my friend, in the third world, and you did a poor job because we lost every single one of those quote unquote battles. The more important thing here, Gus, is that these assholes never been against a technological peer where their command and control is under 24/7 electronic warfare attack, and they have no idea what the fuck is actually going on. People need to wake the fuck up. This is what we're doing right now as a country. Dude, I'm mortified even being here. I'm mortified.
Bro, look at the streets of Philadelphia, San Francisco, Detroit. Like, the look at your countrymen, homeless, sucking dick for crack, living in fucking, like, the infrastructure is fucking embarrassing. It's just fucking terrible in our major cities. So the country is fucking crumbling. And for them to try to sell the population on prioritizing combat or, world domination and blah, blah, it's insulting. But what do you expect from, the dick pic Ponzi scheme that we live under? It's like, bro, we said it. We might have less time than we thought. Like that's the way things are escalating. I don't know how much time is left for this fucking shit. Oh God, and I brought it up on the call last week, and I'll bring it up again. I just ran into fucking Publix yesterday. The baby needed some fucking. This is gonna be cliche. The baby needed some fucking goat milk. So I got us like a couple half-pound packages of fucking like lunch meat and shit, dude. It's doubled. Like, and it's not that I can't afford a fucking pound of beef. It's that I look at it and I'm like, dude, when you only go into a grocery store and you grab like 5 items, it's easier to pay attention to the price of the 5 items as opposed to when you pile, 500 things in a grocery cart. So when you just go in and grab a steak or, some London broil for lunch meat or whatever, you're like, holy shit, it's up to fucking $24 a pound. Like, what the fuck? So you notice shit like that. It doesn't look at what a carton of like good milk costs now. Look at the eggs have been beat to death the last year, but you go and you notice these things. And look at what, dude, I told you the story. The baby, dude, the hospital tried billing the baby $5,000 for 1 hour. And it wasn't like, hook her up to, all these machines. It was a fucking nurse practitioner conducting a fucking COVID test and taking her temperature. And they billed the insurance company $5,000. So when you start piecing together all these things, homeowners insurance, an ER visit, of some meat at the grocery store, a beer at a game, like you start looking at all these things, you're like, holy shit, it's crumbling before us. And it's not that silver's exploding, gold's exploding, all these things. No, it's your currency is fucking dying.
Yeah,
and
correct.
It's dying in every fucking direction. So I don't know. I don't know how our side. Again, I never had much hopes for the woke side or whatever, but for our side, not to say, wait a minute, you didn't run on any of this shit. Like you ran on this, no new wars, bring manufacturing back, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. And none of it's all bullshit. Like what do they say? New boss, same as the old boss.
Same as much worse.
Yeah.
It's like because now under Clinton, under Obama, the mask was on there. You had the fluffy words. You had like this whole decorum of being a politician and all that stuff. With Trump, the mask is off. He's telling you exactly what they're going to do. We're going to run the country. Okay. How are you going to run the country, Donnie? How are you going to do it? Right? Philadelphia, you go to that drug-infested street in Philadelphia, it's a mess. You go to California, it's a mess. You go to so many cities all throughout America, it's a fucking disaster. We're driving on infrastructure that's 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, 120, 150 years old in some regards. Nothing new has been built. It takes them 10 years to patch a pothole, right? But it takes them, 30 seconds to plan a kidnapping of a world leader. Like it's incredible.
And if you want to, and like I brought up at the roundtable, if you want to add insult to injury, like, okay, you're not improving our lives, you're not fixing this, you're not fixing that, fine. And the least you could do, I would think, is hand us over a child molester, or hand us over a Fauci, or hand us over, give us a pound of flesh for something give us some justice, show us you're actually doing, even pretending to fight fucking evil. No, zero. And they even like backdoor come out, like, I don't know if you saw the new vaccine schedule for kids. It's like down from 70 to 10 or something. So it's like,
oh, wow.
Well, why am I bringing that up? Because it's like, oh, so you admitted you've been pumping little babies full of
poison
bullshit with poison for decades, and no one's getting handcuffs. Like,
that's what I'm saying, dude.
This. Like, dude, there's
China arrested 4.5 million corrupt politicians and everybody in between the last few decades or so, right? 4.5 million. You can't get away with shit because nobody's above the law. Over here,
bro,
it's a fucking free-for-all. They want us to respect these fuckers.
No, bro, they won't even give us a pound of flesh for atrocities they admit. Like, you can't, like I said, I bring up the child molester thing all the time, like, because it goes back to the precipice of when so many people like jump ship with the Epstein stuff. It's like, oh, they won't even give us a fucking pedophile on a platter. Like, they won't give us anything. Like, you can't get COVID justice. You can't get rioting and looting justice. You can't get forced vaccination justice. You can't get fucking pedophile justice. You can't get any justice. Like, there's nothing. Like, so forget the fact that the country's crumbling and we're living under a collapsing currency. They won't, like, they're not even worried about fucking cleaning up anything from the last 10 years that we've caught them on. They don't give a fuck. So this is not, bro, it's all make believe, like, and I said it on the call, and I'll say it again. It's like the best thing that could happen to this country is the people, and I'm not talking about the oligarchs and the welfare queens who already have their, like you said it before, since you've been saying that for 15 years, and it's beautiful. It's like the lower class have a grift, the upper class have a grift. It's the middle class that gets fucked.
Right.
So they don't fuck with the welfare queens and the Somalians and the fake food stamps and all that bullshit. And yeah, the oligarchs have lawyers at the ass and write the laws and connections. It's the middle class who is terrified, plays by the rules, pays everything, does everything. If there comes a point where the middle class is no longer afraid of this government, that's might be the best case scenario. And I don't know what that entails. I don't know. There's a chance, V, that they've dipped their toe in the pool of suffering the last 5 years, but it has to get even worse. Like it's still, the fact they're still able to prioritize NFL lets you know it's not bad enough.
Exactly correct, man.
Yeah, they might have to suffer even worse, which is unfortunate. But if there comes a time where they're like, you know what, fuck the federal government, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that, and everyone just stops playing, maybe that's the end game for, because I think me and you would agree none of this is salvageable at this point. You can't.
No, there isn't. we're inviting a punch in the face. But of course, like you said, earlier, like, are they all trying to drag us to war? I don't know, Gus. Probably. I think at this point, Trump's secretly converted. He's no longer a Catholic or Christian, whatever the hell he is, right? I think if that's the case, or he's some sort of whacked out Christian Zionist. And if that's the case, between the Christian Zionists and the Zionists themselves, their whole idea is if they bring about World War III, the Messiah, the Messiah, will show up. He'll show up.
They do have a way of, so for those of you who are too young to remember this, so before, if you remember how bad they would attack you on social media, in public, wherever, if you went against the lockdowns or the jabs or the election results or any of that. Before that, go back 20 years, they did the same thing for war. So the ultimate, tar and feather of the media, the government, was if you opposed war, especially after 9/11. So they used 9/11 to just fucking kill millions of people, throughout the Middle East. And if you, in 2002, 2003, now mind you, it changed. And by 07, 08, everyone was like, this is a fuck, you're stealing, you're killing, you're doing this, you're doing that. But in the early days after 9/11, if you went against the Iraq war, like, they would tar and feather you. If you went against the Libya scam, if you went against Obama in Syria, that is when you see the media and government conglomerate. So every time, and it's not my quote of Salente's, every time they drag you to war, that's when you see the propaganda machine. It's just like the lockdowns or the forced acts or whatever. And they really try to tar and, oh, you're anti-American, oh, you're this, oh, you're blah, 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 oh, you love China, oh, you love this, oh, you love that. No, I'm just not all right being taxed so you could go steal shit and kill people. Like, it's like, this isn't complicated. It's a scam. Everything you say is a scam. Everything you do is, So I don't know. I don't know if maybe this is part of the pendulum swinging back. Like, they allowed him to get in 2024 just so they could fucking create all this chaos. And then, Governor Gavin comes in and I don't know. I don't know what their plan is here. But what I can tell you based on everything you see in front of you is that none of it is good for us. None of it. It's not, it won't benefit the citizens or this country whatsoever. Just the same people it's always benefited. V, you there? V? You drop off, bro? Well, okay, we lost V, but to continue, I'm not sure the last thing anyone heard, but yes, I don't know if this was all allowed and intentional to prepare us for, the 2028 election, when they really do insert the ultimate, welfare queen, American psycho, Gavin upon us. Because again, this is everything we heard in 2016 versus everything we've seen the last year. This is exactly the opposite of that. No promises kept. This is all fucking, this total neocon chaos bullshit all over the world. And it's not that they're just poking. You're back, bro.
Yeah, sorry about that, man. My internet just fucking clunked out. I'm running this off my phone now. I got to get that started.
No worries at all.
Go ahead, brother.
You got Starlink?
No, yeah, I have it. I just haven't installed it.
Gotcha. I was thinking about taking the plunge as well. But the
I'm
installation
going to do it because it's so fucking. Because you got to love the infrastructure, Gus. We have like the worst fucking internet in the developed world. It's a joke.
Well, now I see I've watched a few YouTube videos on the install, and it doesn't look as easy as it's advertised.
I'm trying to get like professionals to do it because it's got to go on the roof and shit. And I'm like surrounded by
you got to mount it, then you got to run that fucking long ass power cord, blah blah, to the modem, and it's easier just to pay someone a couple $100 to do it. Obviously,
exactly. I'm not going to risk my life.
The only thing I was saying is all this kind of by design from the ruling class to prepare your way for the welfare state, United States welfare state of a Gavin or whatever in 2028. Perhaps like if they make the flavor of Trump so neocon that they bring in a welfare overlord to take over the empire in 2028. That's
it seems like the capitalist neocon wing of the dragon is like their job right now is to rip as much as they can from the bone, rip as much meat from the bone as possible. That's number one. And then, like you said, I think maybe the second half of this on the left wing of the dragon is to come in and bring in this neo-feudalistic welfare state where you have universal basic income, universal this, and welfare recipients, and it's crazy, bro. And surveillance. I mean, the only viable, if you look at the economy of this country, the only future is in businesses that either cater to the impoverishment of Americans or cater to the surveillance and enslavement of Americans. That's it. That's the here in the United States when it comes to Wall Street. Everything.
No, it's to call it a gig economy or a service economy is at this point is almost even generous. Like I said, when you evaporate the middle and it becomes feudal in nature, who are these take Uber or DoorDash or whatever, like who are these people transporting? Who are they bringing food to? Who's at some point you're like, and I've been watching this for a while, when they start offering financing for
burritos
for a pizza, it's like, what? Where this is
with Klarna, I could afford a double pepperoni slice.
I would get a cheeseburger if I could afford it. What is the end game here? And you're right, it might be a liberal or whatever woke feudal overlord to foresee it all, but I just don't. The disappointment isn't for me isn't that we got had or that we got fucking scammed. It's that more people haven't admitted it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the fact we still have, and a lot of the influencers on X at this point. I always use the example of like cat turd or whatever. It's like, dude, you're embarrassing. Shut the fuck up. Like, just shut the fuck up. You're embarrassing yourself. Just stop. So, and again, they manipulate that with, bots and all that bullshit. But it's all so fucking embarrassing at this point. And that's my disappointment. My disappointment is us. Is like, at what point can we admit, like, yeah, this was all a fucking psyop? It was a fucking scam. And maybe I don't know if it was compromised along the way or from the beginning. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Did they come out, sometime between 2021 and 2024 and be like, yeah, by the way, we have all this shit from, Epstein or whatever. Or were we watching a fake soap opera back in 2017, 2018, 2019? Like, was it fake all along, or
I think what happened was, and this is my best guess, I think his first term he legitimately ran, right, and he legitimately was trying to help this country, and Cowboys here, and hey buddy,
hey, I saw the issue going off air, so I thought I'd come monitor in case that happened again.
Oh, thanks, man, you're my hero.
Yeah, no worries. What's going on, Gus?
Hey, brother.
Yeah. So Gus, I think he legitimately ran, and then I'll put you as a solo layout. I think he legitimately ran, and at some point, they spent $2.5 billion trying to get rid of this guy, go after him, shake him down, and this, that, and the other. And then when he was trying to run again the second time around, I think it was that gunshot, bro. I think they were like, hey, you know what, that was a total inside job. Yeah, we could have killed you when we wanted to, and it's similar to how Reagan was. Reagan was very boisterous and mouthy and fighting the system.
Docile after the shot. You're right.
Exactly.
He became
and I think now Trump is full on, Zionist. He's a full on Shabbos goy at this point, bro.
Well, like I said, I would have any normal person would have wanted revenge if everything we were watching from 2016 to 2021 was real.
Yeah.
Especially given the personality of his that we thought we knew. Any normal person would want fucking revenge. Like,
yep.
I'm not talking about gay fucking Q memes like, oh, I was hunted, now I'm the hunter. Like, okay, that's all fucking goy slop. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, any normal person would, if they dragged you through that from day one, they drag, everything. We all watched it, right? We would want fucking people getting fucking SWAT teamed. We would want revenge. Any normal person would. So part of what kept us all on board, despite the way he handled many things was fucking terrible especially in 2020. So, but we kept supporting him, I think, because we empathized with what we perceived to be the quote unquote deep state tyranny, right? Yeah. So we watched this fake Russia bullshit, all his friends and inner circle get arrested. This person goes to jail. They seize that person's assets. They were spying on the incoming administration, blah, blah, blah. So we were cheering for him because we felt, our enemies, the enemies of, all that is good were so against this guy that it made us root for him. That being said, when he, took it back, what we perceived to be power, I thought, take your pick, dude. There's so many of them. Fauci is the first one that comes to mind.
Yeah, like Fauci, perfect example.
Dude, bro, it's low hanging fruit. Like, why hasn't this guy been SWAT teamed yet? Like, so all this fucking shit, it's like, no one is getting handcuffs. No one's getting anything. I mean, it's like the Epstein thing is one end of the spectrum. Everything else from Russiagate's another end of the spectrum. COVID's another end of the spectrum. The BLM money laundering and riots is another end of the. So
what happened to that? That was low hanging fruit too. The BLM money laundering.
Bro, it's all low hanging fruit. But that's what I'm getting at. It's like, what the fuck? Are these people incapable of throwing one of their own because it gives a signal to the system? I don't know. Like, you would think just to satisfy us, the base, or, normal people who saw a lot of these scams from the beginning. It's like, bro, you can't fucking SWAT team Lori Lightfoot. You can't SWAT team Beetlejuice. You can't SWAT team Reid Hoffman. You can't SWAT team a fucking Soros. You can't SWAT team Anthony Weiner. Like, you can't give us one? Really? Like, so, maybe it was fake. I don't know. You might be right though. They pulled him aside after the fucking the shot, and they're like, "Listen, dude, we could have killed you fucking yesterday. Like, do you want to start playing ball or what? Like, maybe they're like, we're way past the criminal bullshit. We're just gonna kill you, or a family member. I don't know.
But
I don't know what
the whole Epstein thing. I mean, look, Kash Patel and Dan Bongino. They said they saw the video and he killed himself.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I totally trust those guys. They're talk about fucking grifters. This fucking guy I think he posted or whatever, said, "Yeah, I'm back now, and the first order of business." Like, first of all, he attacked Matt Gaetz for some reason.
Who's this?
You should blame the Jews. Like, after Gaetz came clean like a month ago on Tucker, and he's like, "Oh yeah, literally Israelis tried blackmailing my father with a sex tape of me or whatever the fuck, right? So this is all coming later, dude. Like I've said it's been obvious for over a year at least. Like our system runs on Jews blackmailing politicians. That is our system. So no one should fool them fucking selves about how this system actually runs. But like, and Bongino has the balls to come out after he couldn't give us, after being the number 2 guy at the FBI, he couldn't give us one pedophile on a platter.
No.
He has the balls to come out and say, black pillars and grifters. I have to attack the black pillars and grifters. So the problem with America isn't kids getting molested. The problem with America is if you're pessimistic about it. That's
that's the problem. Sign me up.
Dude, what a fucking retarded piece of shit that guy is. Like, shut the fuck up. And you're insulting your fucking audience. You're insulting everything about yourself. You were the number 2 guy that had the ability to send in the SWAT team. And you come out and say the problem, who you're going after now that you have your microphone back, is the pessimistic black pillars. Yeah, that's the problem with this country. It's the pessimism. That's what's holding us back. Dude, fuck you fucking dummy. Like, what a fucking retard. And again, that's why the grift is so painful now for the mega influencers.
So low IQ at the same time.
Dude, shut the fuck up. Like, it's all fucking vile. You're expecting the citizens and population to believe your fantasies now, or dude, like we said, the empire's in bad shape when the propaganda is so low quality. They're forced, bro. They're in a position now where they only rely on force, like the military, the SWAT teams, whatever. They don't care about the propaganda. It's irrelevant, low IQ, whatever. They don't give a fuck anymore. The black pillars are the problem. Yeah, bro, that's the problem with this country. Not the Israeli prime minister staying at Epstein's house for 6 months, fucking little kids. It's the pessimists that are the problem with this country. Fuck you, you fucking dummy. Like, fuck you. Dude, pathetic. Just pathetic people. And that they if you can't acknowledge the fucking truth, what good are you? Like, you can't acknowledge observable reality. Like, what do I need you for? Why are you on my Twitter feed? Like, you're trying to make people dumber? Like, it's so.
No, it's exactly. They're trying to push the sludge forward as much as they can through the pipes. Here's the other funny thing, Gus. Now the Department of Justice has dropped the charges that Nicolas Maduro is not. He is not, Gus, the leader of the cartel of the Suns.
Yeah, last I
and
heard,
then they realized that the cartels of the Suns,
the CIA,
is a made-up group that doesn't exist. It's actually, there was an old 60-minute video from the CIA that ran it.
No, the whole thing, it's all goy-slop. Like, it's all like they're on my feed as well. As you know, I follow like the gun advocacy groups very well, and so many of them are arguing like this is this Department of Justice, this ATF, is just an extension of the Biden ATF. Like, they haven't changed anything. Like, so, like I said, they're the people that put them in power. Their base, they're us. All the things that are important to us, they've given us nothing. Like, so they could distract people with, we got Venezuela now, we got the oil, we got Russia right where we want them. Oh, the Chinese are afraid of us again. Like, how does that benefit my life exactly? Oh, it doesn't. I don't give a fuck. Like, so, yeah, it's all fake. They're trying to regurgitate 1980s America, like, pride shit. They need
and it shows you who's really running the show, because the worldview is from the 80s and 90s when the boomers were really at their peak.
Bro, they need a reason to give for a 35 to 50-year-old man. They need a reason for you to hand over your son to them. That's what this is. Like, so when you see all this, America proud, really, they need you to hand over your 17-year-old to go die in Ukraine or in Korea or wherever they plan on sending them. Like, so they still need, don't forget, they still need, the empire will still need door kickers. So it doesn't matter if it's, law enforcement or military moving forward. You as a 40-year-old man, 45-year-old man, whatever, still have to hand over your 18-year-old boy to these people to say, oh yeah, this is a good idea, son. They can't have Gen X talking their kids out of supporting these people, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're not there anymore. Like the country, we were a much richer country back then. There was a middle class. There were only two blah 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 blah. So as the country burns around us, the last thing you should do is ever hand over your child to these people.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. What I don't know, and maybe you have thoughts on it or an opinion on it, I don't know where the line in the sand is for the Chinese and the Russians. And Iran, like when all of them are like, okay, when do we just start lobbing? Like, when is this? They keep poking.
When do we send a couple of hypersonics up their ass, right?
When do we take Taiwan? Like, so it's playtime's over. So let's just call a spade. China and Russia could take Ukraine and Taiwan in about 2 minutes. Like, so if Russia wanted to, they could flatten Kiev and just be like, okay, party's over. We're just taking the whole country now. Fuck you. Yep. Like, and China could do the same. Like, so what's the line in the sand where this escalates instead of being a one-sided, aggressor? They have to have a breaking point. I just don't know what it is. So how many more?
The thing is, it's like Trump is doing such an incredible job at expanding the multipolar world. Why interfere with an empire in decline, right? I mean, think about it. With his bullshit actions, his duplicity, which is really, I guess the American avarice, the American political avarice that was always hid itself under this false altruism of democracy and spreading and helping countries out of the world, that needed to fall away, and it needed a face and a voice, and that voice was Trump. Now people can clearly see that for the first time in American history, the words actually match the actions, whereas before we didn't have that. And now, with all the things that have been done in Ukraine, the backstabbing and the attempted assassination of Vladimir Putin's house when the homeboy was at his home, and now with Nicolas Maduro, the world realizes, hey, number one, we need nukes. So Donald Trump is going to be the biggest proliferator of nuclear weapons in the entire world. More and more countries are going to get their hands on nukes, and they're going to develop them. That's what's going to happen. The second thing, they realize that you cannot trust the Americans. They're belligerent. They're schizophrenic in any sort of trade, in any sort of agreement or treaty. You cannot trust these people. The Americans think on 4-year increments, their policies, all that shit. So why go into a business deal with these assholes? So now it's like more countries are going to be latching on to the multipolar world, latching on to Chinese and Russian payment systems, latching on to economic deals that have to do with China co-development, and all this other stuff. Versus the U.S. U.S. has nothing to offer. What do we got? We got global homo, fake democracy, and fake markets. That's all we got to offer. And I don't know, like you saw that chart I sent you, Gus, from asset analysts. Right now, the yuan is the third most valuable asset in the world. Number 3. It's incredible. After oil and gold, I think it's the yuan. Then the dollar somewhere like number 5 or 6.
I got to jump in here, guys. I think it's even higher because, or I should say the others are even lower because how many of those assets are, say, deflatable if you take away the debt that props them up?
Bingo. Exactly correct.
Well, we've joked for a long time, and it's true. Like, the industrial base is fucking gone. Like, so and people need to realize that too. I don't give a fuck what the propaganda says. The Israel and the U.S. were begging for the ceasefire with Iran because everything was depleted so quickly. So Iran starts fucking flying fucking missiles at Tel Aviv, the Iron Dome and the other missile defense systems they have got depleted in like a week. So, they're not as easily replenishable. This isn't we're not pre World War II America, where we're the ones manufacturing everything. You go back 150 years, we were China. Yeah, there were different political, but we were the industrial fucking powerhouse of Earth. And that's just not the case anymore. Now we're the dick pic. We're the IT dick pic company. Like, that's it. Like, so between banking and AI and, Google, oh my God, NVIDIA, oh my God, it's amazing. Like, no, we don't have factories here. Like, it's gone. So, if push comes to shove, and I think that's part of why he's freaking out. I think they probably started, they're conducting war games, they're conducting game theory, and China has such a fucking chokehold on so much of the rare earths and manufacturing, and they're on good terms with, all the oil, the Middle East. And the U.S. is like, holy shit, if we had to replenish the Navy, the Air Force, the military industrial complex, we're outsourcing a lot of that. Like, so that might be what's put them in a panic position, if that makes sense. Like, the U.S. has to try to steal their way back to a lot of the capacity, the manufacturing capacity, to even, play out a conflict with these countries. I just don't know. I don't know. It's
never going to happen.
Yeah,
never going to happen.
They have a better chance of scooping up all the ice from Antarctica. It's impossible.
Yeah, no, the U.S. There's no way the U.S. is coming back with any manufacturing base without a collapse first, and then the current generation has to basically die.
Yep. Well, I got the asset list
or
right
come
here.
out of the workforce.
Oh, this is a global statistic. This is the from Asset Market Cap. This is the asset list. This is globally. Okay, so right now globally, 670.8 trillion in real estate. That's global. Globally, oil is 101 trillion. The Chinese yuan, there it is, 48.25 trillion. Third most valuable asset in the world. Gold, number 3, and there's the dollar, number 4, and dropping, along with the euro, which is dropping. Soon copper is gonna displace the dollar as the most valuable commodity. And then you have bullshit NVIDIA. Hey, guys, didn't you send me the link that China has banned all of the NVIDIA chips?
That just came through an hour or two. I don't know how legit it is.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes me hesitate, if it really were legit, you would think NVIDIA would be -5 today or something, right? Like, so, or -10. Who knows? But the point is, guys, you want to know what's going to save the dollar? Printing 5 trillion of them to buy Greenland. That's what's going to save. If they print another $10 trillion to buy Greenland, then maybe that'll save the dollar.
And so none of the infrastructure or the wherewithal or the supply chains to build what they dream of building in Greenland.
Bro, they don't hide it. He came out and said, he's like, oh, it's of national security importance. We must have green. Basically, you're saying, if World War III plays out, we need Greenland for a base of operations against the Russians to, in the Arctic. So it's like, is this where we're at? Like,
think about this, bro. It's like if we go into a conventional war against Russia, we last about 8 days before we're completely out of munitions and we'd have to go nuclear. If we go up against China and Russia, we last maybe about a day and a half.
How does this benefit us?
It doesn't. But the Messiah, Gus, you're missing the point. The Messiah. The Messiah's on fire. He's coming, bro. The Messiah needs the fire in order for him to show up.
They can't rebuild a fucking bridge in Baltimore, so instead they want to drag us to nuclear holocaust.
Hey, why not, right?
These people are fucking amazing, really. Like,
yeah,
fucking incredible. Oh man,
yeah.
Guys, today. Sorry that even if I'm more upset today than usual, it's because when my morning feed, I wasn't expecting it to be full of steep piracy, U.S. government piracy against the Russians, and this, and it's like, oh, really? This is where we're going now? Like now we're stealing ships daily? Like, okay, it's wonderful. So, bro, I'm telling you guys, they're gonna have a fucking breaking point. Like
it's coming.
You can't, bro, 100%. Like
it's 100. I think it's closer than ever, because you and I used to war game this out. All of us here, right? War game this out, but like, maybe you got another 3, maybe 4 years, dude. I don't think so, man. I think in the next 6 months, 3 to 6 months. Bro, I mean, who knows? I'm feeling it in my bones, brother.
Bro, when
they don't have to fire a shot. They just have to stop sending us all their metals and medicines. The country will just fall apart.
If they have the patience for that, which they might. I don't know if they do have the patience for that. If we're playing, what most people don't realize is if the U.S. is just simply kidnapping heads of state now, like in the middle of the night, then what's the stop? Again, I don't know what's stopping China from just going in and taking Taiwan like tomorrow. Like, so they're changing. They're not. The U.S. isn't changing the rules. It's saying there is no rule except for the barrel of a gun. Like the new rule is might makes right. Yep. So, I don't know how much longer the other world powers are going to, act, quote unquote, have hope for diplomacy. So let's see. All I see is escalation everywhere for the worse. This is bad business. This is not good business. It doesn't benefit the citizens whatsoever. It doesn't benefit this country whatsoever. It's a kleptocracy that is poking bears around the world, and it's going to make our lives worse. It's going to accelerate everything we see around us. It's not as though, doesn't matter if they're printing money for this or stealing that or blocking imports from whatever country. It's only going to make our life worse. Like I said, don't believe me, go to the fucking grocery store today. Go pull up your homeowner's insurance bills the last couple of years and compare them to each other. Everything's getting worse. Everything's getting more expensive. And I don't know, the guys could be, he's going to turn around. It's like, dude, these kids are fucking hopeless. Like these kids their situation is dire.
It is. And if they can't make it as a social media influencer, they're doomed.
Bro, isn't
well,
it?
That's what I'm saying. You won't get manufacturing back though, because these kids don't have the skills for it. You're going to have to train a whole new crop, and that's 5 to 10 years.
When I meet kids, holds true for some of my friends' kids too, who just like one of them shipped off last year to LSU, and he was like him and his buddies, 19-year-old kid now, whatever. CJ's kids, how old are CJ's kids?
Same age.
23 and whatever. They're that generation. That generation openly talks about social media influencer being like a career. It's like that's like so like when we were growing up, it's like, okay, go be a doctor, be an engineer, be a lawyer, whatever. Now it's like their goal in life, dude. It's fucking insane. It's all we don't make anything. It's fucking. Ugh.
For the boys, it's like social media influencer. For the girls, worst comes to worst, is OnlyFans. That's where it's going.
Yeah,
dude, we're a gulag archipelago, bro. That's what we are.
Bro, it's hookers and clowns.
Yeah,
like the generation's options are, hey, you're a man, okay, go be a clown. You're a girl, go be a hooker. Like, so it's like, okay, what hope is there? These kids, it really is, and I'm the first one to say, okay, work hard, do this, do that, but it's like, dude, they handed them a piece of shit. I don't always want to pick on the boomers, but they are the ones who were, let's drop acid and fuck in the field in Woodstock, and then we'll come back and go into 40 trillion in debt. It's like, okay, look what you left behind, and it's they didn't get a fair shake, and we did. But more importantly, those are our military age men. Like you want to understand why so many of them turn this way or that way, or dude, we're gonna be old men in 20 years. Like, and these kids are going to be the 45-year-olds. Yeah. Like, so what is it going to be their mindset at that point? These kids are going to be running the country in 20 years, while the rest of us are, we're going to be the ones fucking dying off and trying to retire. So they got an unfair shake, and I don't know how they're going to respond to it. If you really want to know why like, you know, Fuentes and all this shit is blown up, it's because of what was handed to these kids.
Yeah.
So
they're completely disgruntled. I don't blame them.
No, you can't blame them. What? Oh, they're nihilistic. Well, no shit, they're nihilistic. Look at what you handed over.
Yeah.
The kid needs 3 jobs. He needs to have 3 jobs to buy a girl a dinner and try to squeeze her titty. Like, what do you think you handed over? No, it's true. Like, men aren't complicated. Like Onassis even said it. We try to accumulate wealth so we have we could get a girl, we could have a family, we could do this. If a 25-year-old kid, 30-year-old kid can't even take a girl out to fucking buy her dinner and try to get laid, like, okay, what options are you leaving this kid? Like,
war. You're leaving them war.
Yeah, you're
because when boys get angry, which is war, when boys get angry with no prospects, they're going to want to fight something or somebody. So as a leader of a shitty country, your choice is to allow that to happen inside your borders or send the kids to do it somewhere else.
They're going to become nihilistic, or they're going to become revolutionary.
They're going to turn inward. They're going to hate society.
Something.
Historically, that's what happens. And that's why historically, if we had smart leadership, you never want your own population to get disgruntled. This is what happens.
Just like I said, China and Russia have a breaking point. Velas brought it up, and I kind of agreed, but I'm like, this population has a breaking point too. Maybe not the boom. God, even now when I talk to like my friends' parents who might be 70 or 75 or 80, the boomers, dude, they never want to rock the boat. And I don't know if that comes down to we own 3 houses or Brett. The boomers are just trying to ride off into the sunset, regardless of the level of tyranny. It doesn't matter if it's a tranny dancing in front of your kid, your granddaughter with a fucking diaper on her face over a fucking, renaming the flu, the country being locked down. The boomers never want to rock the boat. Like they have no fight left in them. They're just trying to ride off into retirement. So, the younger generations are going to have a breaking point. I just don't know what that is. The amount of lies, tyranny, retarded propaganda, inflation, there's going to be it's all bottled. It's going to boil up for sure.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly correct. Anyway, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on, brother.
No. Thank you, guys. Thank you both. I don't think we're crazy. I just think we're
not crazy at all, brother.
No, fuck.
No, look, we're early.
We're early. Exactly.
We're early to the nuclear holocaust.
Yeah.
I mean,
I hear there's a lot of flights being moved around. Russia just evacuated all their embassy personnel from Israel. Yeah. So that's heating up. There's a lot of Air Force transport C-5 Galaxies and C-17 Globemasters that are flying around into the Middle East for staging. So I think Iran is next any day now, and this is going to backfire bad.
Dude, the fake color revolution, along with
that's fizzling out bad.
No, but that's where they're going next, 100%.
Yeah,
dude, they're poking everything. It's remarkable to watch. And I tell all those listening, like, listen, these people are going to try to drag us into hell. You don't have to cheer for it along the way. So don't feel we have to support, a fucking. Look, when they teach you in lifeguard training, if someone's drowning, they become a danger to you. Like they'll try to drag you underwater with them, and that's what you're seeing right now.
Wait, hold on, guys. I got the redemption arc for Donald Trump.
What is it?
We tell the Levant, we tell that little country in the Middle East, we're going to back him against Iran, let him start it, and then we don't do shit.
That'll be nice. Which is probably what we'll do eventually, because
they would last a week, and for all their tough talk about their Samson option, that's bullshit too. So believe me when I tell you, they're not suicidal people. So they would never.
That's true.
If you're talking about them losing that government being overthrown, the Israeli government being overthrown, versus hey, let's start world nuclear holocaust, they would. I know there's a story of we're waiting for the next King David and all these goy are going to die in the biblical times. Dude, these people aren't suicidal. Like believe me, they're not. So I don't think if the U.S. went away, I don't think Tel Aviv starts dropping nukes all over the world. That's just my opinion. I think the Samson option is a total bluff. It's all bullshit. These people are spies and assassins. They're not, it's not a real fucking army. Dude, all they do is snipe women and children all fucking day. Like they've never, V, you said it. Like, dude, head on head, Hezbollah handed them their balls repeatedly. Like, every time. So the Samson option is a bluff. It's not fucking happening.
I agree.
Until next week, boys.
Yep. Until next week. Thank you so much, Gus. Thank you, Cowboy. I want to thank all you guys for listening in. We'll be back tomorrow. Keep it locked and loaded right here. RogueNews.com, folks. Rogue News. Cheers, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for the plug, though.
Yeah. Oh, good.